a set is a collection of objects. The objects that are in the set are called elements or members of the set. Okay, well, we're not done with the definition yet. We have to question it. What objects can we have in our set? What kind of collections can we form? Can our collection have one element in it? Can it have two? Can our collection have infinitely many elements in it? Can our collection be empty? Think about these questions as we go through a few examples. Here you see a collection of Beatles CDs. This collection forms a set. What are the elements of this set? Well, each CD is one element of the set. Now, we often want to know how many CDs we have in our collection. That's the same as asking, how many elements are in our set of Beatles CDs? We count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. In this set of Beatles CDs, we have 13 elements. I just thought of a question. Can you think of a set that has so many elements that you can't count the number of elements in it? We're gonna look at such a set later on in another lesson, but I leave it to you to ponder about it. Now let's look at another example. If you make a trip to your kitchen, you may come across spices. The spices in your kitchen form a set. And if you don't have any spices in your kitchen, then the set of spices that you own that are in your kitchen will be empty. Here we have a jar of marbles. What sets can I form out of things in this picture? Well, we can talk of a set of marbles inside the jar in this picture, the set of marbles outside the jar in this picture, the set of jars in this picture, the set of lids in this picture. Can you form another set? And what sort of questions can you ask knowing these sets? How many elements are in the set of marbles outside the jar in this picture? Well, we have one marble right here that's outside the jar. So there's one element in the set of marbles outside the jar in this picture. Let's look at another example. How many elements are in the set of tigers that you own? Since I don't have any tigers, the set of tigers that I own is empty. But I want to leave you with some advice. If the set of tigers that you own has an element in it, you should never bring that element to your school, especially not in your math class, because if that tiger takes the bite out of the teacher, then the set of chances of you getting an A will be empty. You see how the logic holds? So as you can see, a set is just a way of talking about collections of things. Things that you see around you. You can form a set out of pencils that you have. You can talk about a set of baseball cards. You can form a set out of anything. And your set does not even need to have any element in it. What's powerful here is that using sets, you can represent the ideas from all around you mathematically, and then work with them. We're not going to be drawing these pretty pictures, but we're going to have letters or variables and numbers to represent things in the real world. Then we're going to work with them mathematically, play with them. Now let's first learn how we write sets using mathematics language. I'm going to form a set and name it W because this is a set of the days of the week. And you've probably already guessed the elements of this set. They are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now notice, we use braces to enclose the elements of the set, and we use commas to separate the elements inside the braces. Also, it's a convention that we use capital letters for the names of the set. So this is one way of writing a set mathematically. That is, we list all the elements of the set inside the braces. We can describe this set another way. The same set W can be written as the set of all x such that x is a day of the week. Now here, this x stands for elements, and these colon here are read such that. And this last part tells us about the elements. So in this case, the set W will be read as W is a set of all x such that x is a day of the week. Well, if W has x in it, and x stands for its elements, what are these elements? X is a day of the week. It has to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So just another way of saying the same thing. Let's look at another example. I'm gonna name my new set N, and this is a set of first 5 counting numbers. Of course, you know that the counting numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So my set N, which is a set of first 5 counting numbers, is a set consisting of the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now using the other notation of writing the set, I will write N is a set of all x such that x is a counting number less than 6, close brace. One of the benefits of this second way of writing is that sometimes you have many elements in your set, and this way you can describe the elements of the set using words and other mathematical symbols instead of having to list them all. Also, many times we want to say that something is a part of our set, that something is an element or a member of our collection. How do we say that? We use this symbol, and this is read is an element of. Let's have an example. Since in our set N we see 1 is an element of our set N, then we would write 1 is an element of N. We see that 6 is not in our set N. Then we write 6 is not an element of n. So we draw a slash through is an element of sign. Also, now what about empty sets? How do we represent those with mathematical symbols? Remember at the end of examples of a set we were talking about a set of tigers? Since I don't own any tigers, the set of tigers that I own was empty. To say that, if I let T equals the set of tigers that I own, then T, since I don't own any tigers, is empty. You can write it like that, or we have a special symbol, a 0 with a slash through it, and this means an empty set, meaning it has no elements in it. Okay, this ends our introduction to sets. In the next video, we're going to learn how to combine sets.